Hello, creative freelancers and solopreneurs. Welcome to this week's episode of Coaching for Creatives. I am wanting to talk to you about motivation, creativity, and energy levels, and how you can get more of all of that in your life and in your creative business. My name is McKay, and I am your host today on Coaching for Creatives, and I am the founder of Business of Creativity. One of the things that I am noticing a lot with my clients and with myself really is that there is kind of like a meh feeling, a lack of motivation, a lack of energy, a lack of creative ideas. I'm curious, how do you tap into your creativity? How do you tap into more ideas? How do you get yourself motivated and energized? Please share it in the comments and let me know, because I'm always looking for new ideas and new ways to leverage that for myself. One of the things that has come up in this search for motivation and energy and creativity has been looking at the 4 chemicals of happiness. How can we tap into those 4 chemicals of happiness? How can we really leverage them to be more motivated, to get more stuff done, to tap into our creativity? 4 different chemicals of happiness that I'm talking to are oxytocin, dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins. Those 4 chemicals are what produces our happiness. They are our mood stabilizers, they're our energizers, our reward triggers, our sense of fulfillment and happiness, and can often lead to feelings of being super motivated to go after something or super energized by an experience. Probably if you have ever experienced flow state, where everything is just easy and simple and straightforward, and it just feels like your energy could last forever and you could do the activity just almost indefinitely. There's likely some dopamine or some other happiness chemical at play there. One of the ways that I create more motivation and energy and drive in my life is by tapping into the reward chemical from doing exercise, from being out in fresh air and sunshine. There's a lot that can happen for you just even by vitamin D. The sun on our skin can help to trigger some of those happiness chemicals. There's helping others can trigger those chemicals. I'm curious, what is it that you do to create motivation, to create energy, to create drive and creativity for you? One of the places that I look for creativity is by getting inspired by others, by looking at work or looking at the creativity that others have produced and allowing myself to be touched and moved and inspired by it, such that I get that feeling of happiness or creativity and sensation that happens. One of the ways that I help myself hook up into the happiness chemicals and create more motivation and energy is I allow myself flexibility in my day. I create pockets or moments where I can sink into activities that bring me fulfillment, that bring me some kind of inspiration or relief from the stress and the pressure and the drive and the grind of it all. There are lots of different ways that you can leverage each of those 4 chemicals. I'd love to hear from you. Are any of those activities or things that you already do, are they effective for you? What actually works to keep you motivated and energized and going after your dreams and pursuing your hopes? And what kind of a feedback loop really helps you? One of the things that we rely on a lot as creative freelancers and entrepreneurs is the feedback that comes from when somebody hires us. There's the reward of the validation of that outward expression of appreciation that somebody trusts us. It can feel amazing when we get that client. Likewise, when we're not getting a client or somebody says no or we get negative feedback, we can see the impact on those happiness chemicals in our body. We can feel the impact on it. What else can you do to set yourself up for tapping into the kinds of things that are going to bring you happiness, motivation, energy, creativity, and joy to your creative business. It's a quickie today because I am out in the world enjoying the sunshine, moving my body, bringing exercise, and using those tools that I have to tap into my own motivation and creativity. I am McKay. This has been Coaching for Creatives. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm looking forward to your feedback.